So I plan to do a small video of explaining the new things on the ReAmiga 1200 Rev 1.7. First, however, I will do a small, let's just call it a review or whatever of PCBWay's advanced PCB service. They know I'm doing this, but they haven't told me what to say, anything like that. Then they will not get any preview or anything like this at all. But they gave me a nice little better price, so I could get those boards produced. This is color that's not used in the normal one. It's called gray, even if I do think it's more blue grayish, but still a real nice color. And doesn't flex that good much. Real beveled. They actually did bevel this one. Some other places maybe say they do, but they don't. But this one is actually done that perfect, and extra gold, harder gold on this connector. You can see here, quite good. And I also ordered my favorite color one, and that's pink, the Barbie edition. Is PCB, but the difference is this is advanced PCB, meaning that when you get them shipped, you get this normal bag, but with every shipment you also get test protocol on everything, so everything is tested more, not like slapping around a bunch of PCBs and that's it. They have done tests of quality miscoloring and everything like that, so more quality test. And they also, interestingly enough, let you get extra board here. Interesting, this is from a ReAmiga, so it must have been a discarded board or something like that, I don't know. And yeah, and the same with the gray ones. Oops, like that. And here also got documentation of everything, and they're using IPC 6012 class 2 PCB standard, inspection standard. So even this PCB order is way more expensive than the normal one, but if you want some interesting colors, they can provide it for you. And they also have, I think, brown and transparent. Sadly I don't know how the other one looks like. The quality is good, and sadly price is on the steep one, but that may be because of low orders of those special colors and extra testing. But if you want something really original, then this is really a good one. I actually like it. And just to show you, this is a ReAmiga 12 that I built, or the pink one. It's messy because I haven't cleaned it up with ultrasonic cleaning yet, but I tested it and it works perfectly fine. So I just give perfect build from them. I would recommend them. And this is the gray Amiga 1200. So a short one that even if the price is high on the special colors, I would still recommend them, because it gives its extra touch when you have these more odd colors. And I had no problem whatsoever. They asked me a lot of things when they were not sure how to handle those holes here, for example. They are really cut out and not drill just random holes like on other places. And they asked about the beveling, and yeah, it's really done good. So I think that's that part. Into the new things of the ReAmiga 1200 Rev1.7. First of all, what happened with 1.6? It's more or less the same like this one, except that one come to later, and the kickstart switch was here, but only one was working. So one was not really working. So I had to respin it. So this is a respin 1.7. So what's new? New things are jumpers here that are to disable waiting for this one, this IDE connect while I'm powering on. Kind of not working in 3.2 due to reasons, and with a big drawback, it makes a hard disk LED flicker like a lot. But if you need that one because you don't have anything there, or you don't want to boot everything there and still have something there, you can actually do that. But that flickering will annoy you. So removing this resistor here will make the IDE LED not flicking, but then it will not work at all either from that connector. So yeah, not so much. Kickstart switch for 4 banks now. Yep, nothing more of that, just 4 banks. So you use 77C160 ROMs like this one, and you can afford kickstart. The biggest thing on 1.7 that is not on 1.6 is the MPU replacement. You can see here. You can still use the old MPU if you want to, but you can also use a replacement like this. I will do a separate video of how to solder it and how to program it. And there will be on the page a link to where this is from. It's from Oleg. Oleg, yeah, lost it now, but it's on GitHub, and the URL is here. But I don't think the camera can focus. Nope. Okay, next thing that's changed is we have this jumper here that disables the floppy one. If you don't want to have floppy and a quicker boot. This resistor here is old and been on several versions. People have asked me what it is, and if you short it, put a 0 ohm resistor or whatever, then the floppy connector will be for SCOM floppies. We also have here 2 input signals for IDE hard disk LEDs. So one for plus and one for minus, because some controllers flashes the LED with the ground pin and some flashes the LED with the power pin, and that different. So 2 different inputs depending on whatever your hard disk controller, extra controller uses. Here we have a 5V serial port, same serial port as this one. Nothing really special. I'm using it most for when I'm building machines. I have this adapter that I also use with CD32 that I can connect to this and put there and put a cable and see a serial port when I'm not having D-sub of some reasons, usually because I forgot to order them. Then here we have an extra connector, as you can see here. That extra connector contains signals for keyboard, also signals for IRQ7, also reset, and the kickstart switch signals, and also serial port, 5V serial port there. And the reason for this is you can use this risky ReA1200, and by using that you can have mouse and keyboard connected to your Amiga 1200. This keyboard still works, so no problem. And this is perfect for KVM switches or anything like that. Serial port of this one is not really connected. It's more for future use if you want something weird that transfers data. I don't know, high pins left. Actually, this version, the next version, the real version of ReAmiga will have a jumper that you can solder to have it connected here. It's not connected at all otherwise. Then we have reset and ReQ7 jumpers here, more or less like the old one, like slightly moved. Think that's more like it. Yeah, we have here header for mono audio, and that's more for like the Solar's RGB board that have effects for audio, etc. You can get the audio signal from there. And yeah, fan connectors you know about, with the slight mark there, so you can see what direction to put the connector. We have 5 volt, 7 volt and 12 volt. 7 volt is actually a combination of those two, where ground is 5 volt instead of 12 volt. Here, like we had on 1.5 as well, you can either solder 0 ohm resistors there. As you can see, I haven't done that. And then, or you can do like me and have a jumper here for it. And the reason for this is for example, Warp 1260 cars that have possibility to have input of your audio to the warp card, and then the warp card output here for 16-bit audio as well. So we have ground here. That was not on the Rev1.7. I missed it. And those two for right and left also can be used for if you have the warp vision scan doubler. You can also sneak audio from here to have audio to the HDMI out. And last of all, I think actually is this connector here. This is connected like it is. You can see maybe here. Now, yeah, really like this. So it's, you can leave it like this, or if you want to, you can cut the traces between here. Put the header in, and you have R input from the Amiga, and output to the VGA. G input and output. B input and output. Vertical sync, horizontal sync. So and actually ground 5 volt as well here. So you can put it here and have a jumper between, so we just go straight through. Do not jumper 5 volt and ground. Then you will have interesting things. But if you do it like this, nothing is special. But with the header and those cut, you can inject, for example, a VGA signal from a scan doubler into the VGA out. Or you can do a cut there and put it here, and if you want to make any like VGA signal in booster or whatever, you can do that and take inputs here, boost it and send it out, so you don't have any external things for it. And that's why we have power there, so you can power this if you need any chip or anything like it on that one. But as usual, standard, just leave it there and perfect. And I have freed up more space here, so you can maybe have HDMI connector or whatever here if you don't want to have the VGA connector. It's still 15 kHz, so that's why you might need a scan doubler or whatever. Yes, what more? The 500 keyboard connector is still there. We have the headers here for fire for joystick port 1 and 2. More actually because a friend of mine ages ago did a Kickstart switch where you hold down the left mouse button during power on, and then it swapped Kickstart, so signals are available. This optional LED is now always connected. If you don't want to connect it to the PCMCIA slot, you need to cut the trace between there and inject whatever signal you want to have to LED on the right pin here. And yes, well, we have composite sync here and here actually for things like the warped vision, so you don't have to use pogo pin. Get a better connection there. And yes, I think that's it. Nothing more about that. And yeah, if you do install this MP replacement, as you notice, you do not need the 3 MHz oscillator here, and you don't need the low voltage filter here. So, excuse me. I think that's it for this little short video of the new things on the ReAmiga 1200 Rev1.7 that I will hopefully release around this weekend when this video comes out as well.